Hello, my name is Anshika and welcome to my course, Part 6, How Azure Cognitive Search Can Be Performed Using the C Sharp. So in the previous sessions, we have learned how to create an Azure search service and created Anshika service as a search service. After that, we have created the Blob Storage account, Anshika Storage, and have uploaded some documents using the Azure portal. Then we have learned how to import the data from the Blob Storage into the Azure Search Service. During importing the data into the Azure Search, we have created the index as Azure Blob-index and the indexer as Azure Blob-indexer. Post that, we have performed the search on the uploaded documents using the Search Explorer on the Azure portal, and after that we have verified the search results. And in this session, we will perform the search on the uploaded documents using the C# .NET Core application. Firstly, we will create the C# .NET Core 2.2 web application using the Visual Studio 2017. After that, we will add the NuGet package Microsoft.azure.search in the solution project. Now using the C# code, we will call the search service API, and after that we will read the results. And finally, we will display the results on the UI. But before starting to create the solution, let's see what results we will get in the end. So we will get a page something like this where we can search for any keyword or the sentence through the UI. Here we can view the documents, and below that we have the file name, file path, and the metadata extracted from the file. And we are showing all types of files like the PDF files, PNG files, and also the Microsoft Office files like the Word file. I have opened a new instance of Visual Studio 2017 and we will create a new project. So we will create a .NET Core application and let's give it a path and the name as Test Search App and click on OK. Here we will select the .NET Core version 2.2 and we will select the MVC web application. And now we see our application is successfully created. Now we have the dummy application created. Let's build the solution and see the output. The build is successfully done and now let's execute it. Here we can see that two menu options are coming. One is for home, other is for privacy. So we will add another menu for the search where our search results will be coming. So in our project, we have one home controller present, and also in the views section we have the views for the home controller as well as we have some shared views. So firstly we will go to the underscore layout file, and here we will see that we have two menu options already created, one for the home, other for the privacy. What we will do is we will copy and create a new menu item with the name as search. So we need to change the action name as well with the name as search. And now let's save it. And now let's go to the home controller and create a new method with the name search. So we are here in the home controller and we will create a new method with the name public iActionResult and the search as the method name. We also want to receive an input parameter in which our search keyword will be present, and we want to search that particular keyword in our search. Let's write it as search data. But before writing the code, let's add the NuGet package required for the search. So we will add the Microsoft.azure.search as the NuGet package, and we can click on install. Now we see that our NuGet package is successfully installed, and now let's go to our code. So firstly, we will create an instance of the search service client. The search service client is basically used to manage and query the indexes and the documents, as well as it is used to manage the other resources on a search service. So it is present under the NuGet Microsoft.azure.search. And here we see that it requires two parameters. One is for the search service name and other is our API key. So we can get it from our Azure portal. I have logged in into the Azure portal and I have looked for the search service Anshika service. So Anshika service will be our name for the search service. And next we need the API key. So we will go to the keys section and copy any of the primary key from here. And from here we'll copy the key and paste it in our code. I have copied the API keys from the Azure portal and now let's paste it over here. So now we have created the two properties, one with the search service name and other with the search service API key having the API which we have copied from the portal. And next we need an object for the search index client and we can get it from the service client dot indexes dot get client. And get client basically needs an index name and we can get the index name from the portal. So on the portal in our search service we can go to the overview blade and here we can go to the indexes tab and copy our index name. We have the index name as Azure block hyphen the index. We will copy it and paste it in our code. Here we will create a new property with the index name and copy it in our code. And next we will create the instance for the search parameter. The search parameter is basically used for performing the filtering, sorting and paging on the search result. For the search parameter, we want the merge content to come as the highlighted field in the search result. For the highlighted pre-tag and post-tag are basically used to highlight the search keyword found in our document data. Using the index client object, we will perform the search on the documents and it can be done using index client dot documents dot search. We will perform the asynchronous search and firstly it asks for the parameter as the search text parameter and we have search data. And next we will pass our search parameters. Dot result and we will store all our results into the parameter result. We have the search results in the result parameter, but in order to read all the parameters and show them on the UI, I have created a class under the models folder as the search result view model. In this, I will add some properties which we want to read from the search results. We can read the results by applying the for each loop. Firstly, I will create the object of the view model which we have created. And now using the result, we will read the storage name property and assign it to our model. File name. And similarly, we will read the other properties from the result. I have copied some code and basically in this code we are reading the path. The path comes in the encrypted format. We need to decode this particular path using the base64 URL decode and it comes under the Microsoft ASP.NET Core.Web Utilities DLL. And next we are reading the file text under the property merged content. And finally we can save our search result. Search result is basically the list of the view model which we have created. So I will create search results and in the end we can get all the results which we have got into the result property in our search result view model. Now for sending the results from the controller to the view model, we will use the view bag and the search data property in which all our search results are assigned and we will return the view. Now we will add the view for the search method we have created. The blank search view is successfully created. Now we will copy paste some Razor MVC code in which I am looping through the view bag search data property which we have passed from the action method search we have created in the home controller. This basically reads all the properties which we have, like the file path, and showing them in the image container if it is an image file, showing it in a iframe container if it is a document file, or else showing it in the iframe. And next we are showing the search results data. Firstly we are showing the file name, next we are showing the highlighted text, and after that we have added a JS file in which basically we are calling the button search method, in which we will pass the keyword from the view to the controller. Under the www root folder, under the JS folder, we have created a site.js file in which the button search method is called, in which we are basically passing the text data which the user has entered into the text box. Next, in the home controller search method, I have added a null check. If the search data is passed as null, then we will search for all the documents with the asterisk sign. And now let's run this solution. Here we see that we have added another menu item as search. But before clicking on it, let's go and add debugger to our code. We will add the debugger after our results came up so that we can see what all the results came up in the results property. Now let's get ready to see the results. In the search data parameter, we have passed the asterisk sign, which means that all the documents present in the Azure blob will be returned. And in the result field, we see that all the 7 documents are returned. And now let's see what parameters we get. When we debug through it, we can see that we have got the metadata storage name, which is basically the file name. Next, we can see we have the metadata storage path property, which basically is the encrypted form, and we have decoded it using the base64 decode. And after that, we can see that we have got the merged content property, in which the whole text from the document is returned. And now let's click on continue. And finally, we have got the results on the UI. We can see that we have got the document, and below that we have the file name, file path, and also below that we have all the data present in the document. And now in order to verify that our search results are correct, let's search for some keyword. For example, if I search for the word Windows Server and see what results came up. In the search data, we have passed the Windows Server, and now let's click on continue. You can see that the first document which we have got has highlighted the word Windows Server, which is basically because of the highlighted pre tag and highlighted post tag which we have marked as bold. That is why the keyword which we have written wherever it is found in the document is highlighted. And this verifies that our search results are correct. So in this session, we have performed the search on the uploaded documents using the C#.NET Core application. We have created the application, and after that we have added the NuGet package. Then we have called the search service APIs using our C# code. We have read the results and displayed them on the UI. Thank you, and in case of any questions, please comment.